Hey guys, welcome or welcome back. So as you can tell from the title, today I'm going to be doing my recommendations for the Sephora VIB sale that starts, I believe, April 1st to the 11th of April. My flyer came in the mail, but I did accidentally throw it away. So I think it starts from the 1st of April to the 11th. Today's March 31st, so I decided to just, give you guys my recommendations if you are interested. I believe I did 2 other videos or 1, I'm not sure, but I will link them in the iCards if you want to see those videos. I still recommend those products, so I don't want this to be too repetitive, but I believe I have 2 items in here that I did already recommend. Everything in those previous videos I still use, is just that it's like, how much other items can I really recommend, So first thing I'm going to start with is this right here. This is by the brand the INKEY List. I used it today, so yeah, so it's by the brand the INKEY List. It's the Fulvic Acid Brightening Cleanser. Gently helps brighten. What do I say gently? It says helps brighten skin and gently remove makeup. So yeah, so this is how this looks like. Again, I've used this morning. It has a pretty thick consistency, but as you are applying water to your face and the water helps it become less thick, it doesn't have any smell. It's very nice and gentle on the skin. I do like it. In regards of it saying it's a brightening cleanser, I'm not sure of that claim as of yet, because I was using another cleanser which I am done with, so I don't know about that, but we'll see. So yeah, but so far I do like it, and the INKEY List is definitely a very affordable brand on Sephora. Next item I'm recommending, this looks pretty nasty. I'm almost done with it, but I really do like this product. This is by Murad. This is the Hydration AHA BHA Exfoliating Cleanser. It is a very nice, gentle exfoliator. I usually use this like 2, sometimes 3 times a week, because it is a very gentle exfoliating cleanser. And it doesn't have, I don't want to show you guys how it looks because it don't look too pretty. It's a very gentle cleanser, so I do use it 2, sometimes 3 times a week. It doesn't have any smell. It's really, really gentle. Like you could, I feel as if you could use it more than the amount of time I use it throughout the week. I definitely would repurchase. Again, I'm almost done with this. It's literally like right here. The price, in my opinion, is pretty up there, but it is a really good product, and I do like Murad skincare, but I definitely would recommend to purchase this during the sale. I kind of was looking in the back, and it does say use 2 to 3 times weekly, and sometimes I barely read the instructions, so I guess I was doing it correctly, because I do use it sometimes 2, sometimes 3 times weekly, and it does recommend for you to do that. But yeah, I definitely recommend this cleanser if you've never tried it. It's a very gentle exfoliating cleanser, and I do have acne, oily, combo skin, so sometimes I'll just get breakouts out of nowhere. So products like that, and as well as the brightening cleanser, are like staples in my skincare. Next product I'm going to recommend is this right here. I've had this for a while. I literally went and purchased the full size a couple of weeks ago from Sephora. Well, this is the one, why does it say it? I believe this is okay, so this is the 0.5 fluid ounce. They have a bigger one, but the reason I didn't get the bigger one is because I had this little sample. I had purchased some items on Sephora, and then this was one of the items I was able to get, to try. And because I do have a good amount of skincare, I finally was able to use this, and it lasted me so freaking long. It's finally done. I'm pretty sure you guys can see that, but it's finally done, and it really, really works that I did go ahead and purchase the bigger one, because again, as I just mentioned, I have acne, oily, combo prone skin, and I'll get breakouts out of nowhere. So this is something that is a staple. And from what I've realized, when this was finished, I kind of was like, okay, and I did see some of my breakouts came back, so that's why I went and I purchased the other side. A lot of my skincare that I use are always geared towards my skin concerns, obviously. So other products I have works too, but I definitely am really glad that I actually gave this a try because it really has helped with the breakouts. I don't get that much breakouts anyway, but I mean, who wants to have breakouts at all? So I definitely recommend, if you do have acne prone skin, this is a good one. And what else? Okay, so this right here is by Fresh. This is their Lotus Preserved Moisturizer with Multi-Action Super Lotus. I freaking love this moisturizer. Let me show you guys it first. This is how it looks like. I love a lot of Fresh products. I love the way this smells, and a little goes a long way. It smells so good. Like, to me, it smells like oat milk. I love the way it smells. Again, a little bit of it goes a long way, and because I do have oily combo skin, I don't really like moisturizers that like leave my skin looking super oily, shiny, dewy, whatever you want to call it. I don't like that because I just know throughout the day it's gonna just get 10 times worse. So this product does not do that. When I apply it on my skin, it absorbs into my skin, and it just gives me a really nice like glow from within. And the smell, again, I love the way it smells. To me, it smells like oat milk, but it doesn't linger, just in case you don't care for that smell. But I definitely would recommend if you are interested. And then another item which I love, not necessarily this, I just love cotton rounds in general. When I'm, you know, after I wash my face, when I go with the toner, I love cotton rounds for that. I'm not showing you guys a toner because if you watch my other videos, I mentioned the Ordinary, I believe it's called the Glycolic Acid Toner, if I'm not mistaken. I really like that toner. It's a really good toner. It's not expensive, you know, for it to be sold on Sephora. But if I remember correctly, the Ordinary brand is not a brand where you are able to use the discount on, but even still, I believe it's like $10, so it's a really great toner. Reason why I'm not showing it is because I ran out of the second one I purchased, and then I had purchased the, what is it called? Why I cannot remember it. Hold on, let me go get it out of the shower because I cannot remember the name. I still have this on it because I purchased this last sale, and I finally was done with two of my toners, the Ordinary toner that I just talked about, and then I also had the Murad toner. So I finally was finished with both of those, so now I could finally use this one. This is my second time using it because, again, I'm just now getting to use it. I don't know if y'all can see, like literally it's like right here. So I can't really recommend because I'm just now using it, but I mean, it does kind of like I kind of feel like when after I put it on, like tingles a little bit on my skin. I don't know, but I do want to see if it actually helps with my dark spot. I don't have that much dark spot as well because I don't get that much acne, but when I do get them, you know, sometimes they do leave dark spots. So we'll see how good this works, but I've heard a lot of great things about it, which is why I purchased it. But if I am recommending a toner, I would definitely recommend the Ordinary toner, the Glycolic Acid toner, and then the Murad. I am also gonna do a MT, so I'll talk about those in that video. But I heard a lot of great things about this, which is why I am using it. And it does have a smell. It's not like a fragrance smell, but it smells like, it's not a bad smell. It smells like, not really medicine. I don't really know what I could really describe the smell as, but yeah, I got this because I heard a lot of things about it. But yeah, so when I'm using my toners, I usually always go with a cotton round. I was using the Shiseido's cotton rounds. I ran out, and then I decided to try the Sephora brand. And you guys, look at this. Look how big this is. This is so big. Like, I was very shocked that this was big. Usually with my other, you know, pads, are these even called cotton rounds? Cotton pads. Usually when I'm using cotton pads, I usually have to like with my Shiseidos, I usually would have to use like 2 or 3, you know, after I go one, and because, you know, usually like one doesn't really take everything off after you think your face is fully clean. So I usually have to use like 1 or 2 or 3 sometime, depending on, you know, how much debris is on my face. But this one is enough. Like, I use the front and I use the back and I'm good. But one thing about these I do have to mention is that I noticed they do kind of like peel, not peel, but like you'll see little like balls of cottons, not on your face, but like I saw some on my neck. But I mean, besides that, I do like these. It says Eco Cert, or I don't know, but I guess these are like very good for the planet, which is great. Natural origin, cotton, bio, organic cotton. Yeah, so I definitely would recommend, and I believe these are like $4 on Sephora, and you get 50 cotton pads. You know, it's a pretty decent deal for the size that you get. And also I do recommend the Shiseido's cotton pads. I just wanted to try the Sephora brand. So yeah, so that's that on that. And then I'm gonna save the perfumes for last. So I have this little basket here of all the makeup. I'm not recommending a primer because, like I mentioned the other videos I did, the primers I recommended, which is the Milk Makeup Hydro Grip Primer, is the same primer that I really use when it comes to Sephora. I have the Becca, but you know, unfortunately Becca's not available anymore. And then I have this right here by Huda Beauty, but I went on the website and I don't see it anymore. So this is what's currently on my face today. I went on the website again, it's not there, so I can't really recommend it. And then like I mentioned, Becca, the Milk Hydro Grip, I have the Cover FX primers, and then those Smashbox. I don't really have a lot of high-end primers like that. I love my Maybelline primer, talk about it all the time, NYX primer, and so on. But if I am recommending one, I guess it would be the Milk Hydro Grip. I didn't bring it because I recommend that before, I think, the second video. So yeah. Now with foundation, I am going to be recommending the Forever, both of them are from Dior, the Forever Skin Glow foundation, as well as their matte. This is the one before they reformulated, but I like, there's nothing wrong with the one I have. But yeah, so I'm recommending both of these. This one, I got this one from Influencer last year, and this one is definitely a darker shade, you know, than me. So what I do, I just mix them together. This one is the glow, this one's the matte. I mix them together, and that's what's on my face today. And the most recent video I did about my Essence private sale try on haul is the same foundation that I'm wearing again, because I really had liked how my face was looking. I went out yesterday because I did the video yesterday. I went out yesterday and I got really great compliments on how my foundation was looking. So that's the same foundation I have on today. Both of these together, I definitely recommend. The matte, it's not a drying, overly drying matte. The glow, even though I'm not a huge fan of like luminous, dewy type of foundation because I have oily skin. I will link the video I did on this as well if you're interested in my whole thought, but I do like it. But the shade is definitely a little bit too deep for me, so I just mix both of them together. But I definitely would recommend both. And my face, like, both of them mixed together just gives me the best formula. Like, I love the way my face look with both of them on. And then when it comes to powders, I am recommending these powders. I did do a recent video of some recent items I purchased on Sephora doing their President's Day sale. So I was able to get these. I believe they were 50% off. I don't really remember, but I know that they were on sale. So even though I'm not getting them doing the VIB sale, I got them on sale anyway. So this one is the 4.0 and this one is the 5.0. They're both from Makeup Forever. They are the Ultra HD setting powder, and these are the matte. Again, I have that video. I'll link it as well if anyone is interested. So I use both of them today as well. I use the 4.0 under my eye, and I love how my under eye look. They're not super drying matte, like you feel them like just sucking the life out of your face. They're not like that at all. And then I use the 5.0 all over my face. I really like the coverage that both of them gives me. I think they look really good on my face. So I definitely recommend if you're interested in both of them. And at first I wasn't sure how the 5.0 would look, but I think it matched, you know, really nice. And the 4.0 under my eyes, I think, like, sometimes I don't want something too brightening, you know, sometimes I want something that's really close to my actual, you know, complexion. And I think the 4.0 is doing exactly what I wanted to do. Oh, I forgot to talk about this. So this is the Josie Maran body butter, but it does have oil in it. So I also purchased this during the Sephora President's Day sale. I purchased two. This one is the vanilla bean. I freaking love this. It is the ultra hydrating body butter. I'm pretty sure you guys are already familiar with this body butter. This is nothing new to you guys, but it is new to me. I love this. Like, I have it on today. I love how my skin is looking like. Again, in that video I did mention, like, to me, I don't really smell like, I was expecting it to be like, you know, like the Sol de Janeiro the body butter. It's like when you open it, the smell is just in your face. When you put it on, it's just so, like, you smell it. It's like you don't even need to put perfume on. This one is very, very subtle. And when I use it, I do smell something, but I can't really say I smell vanilla bean, because I was really expecting like full on vanilla bean. But I do like it, not because of the scent. I like it because of the product itself. It leaves my skin looking so nice. To me, it's a very hydrating body butter. Like, it leaves my skin looking very nice. It gives me a really nice glow, a very nice shimmer glow. Like, this is something I feel as if, you know, if you're, you know, you want to show some skin, you're going out, like, it's gonna have your skin look really, really nice. I feel as if the smell could be a little bit more intense for me, but I mean, maybe they did it like that because, you know, not everybody probably want that. But besides the smell, I think this is a really, really, really nice body butter. I love how it's not super thick. It is very hydrating. I don't have the Fenty one, but again, I've mentioned that before. I've tried the Fenty one plenty of times, and I like this one more than the Fenty body butter. Like, when I use the Fenty body butter, like, to me, it's not as hydrating or moisturizing as this one. Yeah, I definitely recommend. I really, really like this, and I'm glad I was able to get this 50% off during that sale. But I definitely recommend, if you are interested, to try this one out. So next thing I'm gonna recommend, I do have a video on this. I will link this as well. This is the recent foundation that Nars came out with. This is the Nars light reflecting foundation. So I had got the shade Marquises. Again, I do have a video on this if you are interested in my full thought on it. But I really do like this foundation. Again, I have oily skin, so usually when it comes to like glow, dewy type of foundation, I try to stay away. But you know, usually when I find good ones, I'm like, thank you. And this one is definitely a good one, just like the Dior one. It gives you like a really nice glow to your face. You know, it's for the people that like a natural makeup. And even though I have oily skin, I feel like, again, when I wear it, at the end of the day, my face doesn't look like anything different than what my face would look like when I'm using like a matte foundation. And I also think that's also based on, you know, the techniques on how you apply your makeup. But I really like this. It gives you a really nice natural finish. Like, Nars did a great job. This one is one of my favorite foundation from them, as well as the soft matte foundation. So another one I would recommend if you are interested. So next thing I'm gonna recommend, I'm gonna recommend all of them because they're all from the same brand. So this is Merit. So this is their newest lipstick. This is the hydrating lipstick. I believe that's what it's called. I have the shade Slip, and she is such a pretty color. Now the thing with her is that, like, it's like they did a great job with this because it's like a lip balm lipstick mixed together. When I put it on, well, you can't really see my actual lip color because of what I have on, but when I have this on, it's like my lips but better type. Like, when I have it on, you can't really see the color because the shade is like such a nice nude brownish shade, but it's like my lips but better. It's very hydrating. It's not sticky, it's not tacky. You know how sometimes you put like a lip balm on or like a lip oil, lip butter, or whatever the case may be, and like not even 20 minutes, 30 minutes pass, you have to reapply because your lips feel like super dry. This doesn't do that. This is a really great product. They did an amazing job. I definitely recommend all of the shades. Again, this is like a my lips but better type of thing. So if you're looking for something that's very pigmented, you're not gonna get it from this because this is like a sheer formula, but I definitely recommend if you are interested. Next thing is also gonna be by Merit. This is one of their lip oil. This is in the shade Taupe. I do have a Falcon and I have Marrakesh. I have this on today with a eyeliner, which I will share with you guys as well. So I have this on today. I love their lip oil. I did get this from Merit because they did partner with me, so I will link that as well. Oh, sorry you guys, but I will link that as well if you are interested. If you want to shop directly from their site, you do get, I believe, 20%, and then if you're shopping with Sephora, depending on your tier, it's 10, 15, 20%. But I love the Merit brand. Everything I've tried from them have not disappointed me. This right here, it is so moisturizing. Again, some lip oils, you put them on, 30 minutes later you're like, my lips, like me, let me say me, 30 minutes later my lips are dry. You know, I do have pretty full lips, so I'm always looking for items to keep moisturized because I don't want my lips to be chapped, crack. Like, it doesn't feel good, it doesn't look good, you know. So this right here, I definitely recommend. I love the shades that they came out with. I think this brand is a really nice brand. All the items I've tried from them, I recommend, and I've purchased myself as well. Not this one because they did send this to me, but Marrakesh is one that I purchased, so I definitely would recommend if you are interested in the Merit brand. Next item is this right here. This is their brow product, which I have on today. I don't have nothing else on my brow besides this, and I have it in black brown because I love me a very deep, full, thick looking type of brow. So that's the shade I went with. This is such a nice product. Again, that's all I have on my eyebrow today because there's some time I don't want to go with the pencil. You know, I don't want to go with the pomade because sometimes that's just too much work, and something like this is just so easy. You know, I just take my spoolie, brush my eyebrows up, go with this like once or twice, clean them up with the concealer, and I'm good. And that's what I did. Like, I definitely recommend. I love the color. I believe they only have 3 shades, but again, I have black brown, which is the deepest shade that they have. I love this product. I definitely recommend 100%. Okay, next item that I have to share with you guys is this right here. This is by Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is their Magic Touch concealer, and I got it in the shade 20, and this is very close to my skin tone. I go through phases where, again, when it comes with the setting powder, sometimes I don't want something too brightening, and this, because it is close to my skin tone, sometimes when I'm going out and I'm not really wearing makeup, like I just do my eyebrows, I'll go with this, you know, do my eyebrows, you know, clean it up, and I really don't have to do anything else because this, you know, is so close to my skin tone. So I have this on today and I really like it. It's very creamy. I really like the shade. I have plenty of time for me to, you know, blend it in. It doesn't dry like there's some concealers you have to be so fast. This one you could take your time. I love the shade. It's creamy. So yeah. Next item I'm gonna recommend is by Milk Makeup. This is their Kush Lip Glaze. I love this product, again, like I mentioned, because I do have full lips. I'm always looking for, I hope I can't really see how it looks because this is gonna look, you know, because I use her. But yeah, because I do have full lips, I love the way it smells. Because I have full lips, I'm always looking for things that is very hydrating. So this product right here, I really love putting this on, and I love the applicator because it's like this metal thing, and I don't know if it's supposed to do something, but when I put it on, you know, I feel as if, like, because the metal little applicator, it like numb my lips a bit, like, because it's cold, soothing sensation. This, I don't know, what is this supposed to be? It says lip glaze, so is this a lip gloss? I'm assuming it's a lip gloss. When I put this on, my lips look so nice, so juicy, so full, and I don't have to reapply every 30 minutes. I don't like that. I don't like lip gloss or lip balms where I have to keep reapplying every 30 minutes. I don't like where I put something on 30 minutes later my lips is freaking dry, because it's like, why is my lips dry? Like, you're not doing your job, you know? And this right here, I don't have any issues. I've had this for a while because I do have a good amount of lip products, but this is something that I keep in my bag, and I actually had to go in with the bag that I recently have been using to share it with you guys. Same thing with this one, also was in my bag, and this one as well. So this one also was in my bag. I think I've mentioned this one in the last recommendation, I'm not sure, but this is by Jouer, and it is the Essential Lip Enhancer. I freaking love this. It's a conditioning lip treatment. I love this product. I like, it's so good. It's so good. You do feel a little like tingling sensation, but it's not like, you know, the like lip injection or nothing like that, but you do feel like it's doing something to your lip. Same thing I've mentioned when it comes to the Milk Makeup and the Merit lip balms and lip oil. Like, it really do moisturize your lip. And you know, sometime when I'm not wearing a lipstick, because again, days I'm not wearing makeup, I'm not gonna put a lipstick on because to me that just look weird on me. So I usually just carry all these type of different lip products to keep my lips very hydrated. So yeah, next thing I'm gonna recommend is this by Gucci. It is one of their sheer lipstick, and I got the shade 25, I believe, and it's goldy red. And first of all, of course, the packaging is beautiful, and this shade is so pretty, and it looks really pigmented, but it is a very sheer lipstick, and it's very hydrating. To me, it really feels like, just like how this feel, the Merit, it feels very like a lip balm. Like, you do see the color, but it's very sheer. It lasts long. It does have a little smell, but it's not like, you know, nasty. Like, but it does smell like makeup, and I like it. You know, if you want to splurge, I definitely would recommend. And then last lipstick product I'm going to recommend, if I could get it out, is this. This is the new makeup by GWEN STEFANI, and the name Give, and I got the shade Original Recipe, and this is the matte lipstick. It is so freaking pretty. This is what that was on my lips in my last video when I did the Essence try on haul. I love this lipstick. One thing though, you have to make sure you moisturize your lips before you put this on, because she sits all in your lines that you have on your lips. So if your lips are cracked, if your lips are dry, if you don't exfoliate your lips, you don't take good care of your lips, it's gonna show. It's not a drying lipstick. It doesn't leave your lips chapped after you take it off or peeling or anything like that. It's a very comfortable, soothing matte lipstick. I love the shade. And another thing, when I put this on, I have to like pat it on. I can't just like swipe because of the formula. I'm like scared that it's gonna break. But besides that, I really like this. It doesn't have any like makeup smell. You feel like there's nothing on your lips when you have this on, and it stained your lips. When you take it off, you'll still see the color. Like, I think they did a great job with this product. Like, they also have the same name, the same color, and the satin version. But again, like I mentioned, I'm not really, I don't know, did I mention? I don't know if I did, but when it comes to lipstick products, I'm not a huge fan of like satin type of lipstick. When it comes to lipstick products with me, it's either matte or a lip gloss. You know, I'm not really fond of like luminous sheer type of lipstick products, because I just feel as if like they're just so messy. They get everywhere, you know, they'll be on your teeth. It's just a lot. They'll be like all around your face. I don't really like them, but I do have some, but those are not the brands I usually gravitate towards. But this color is so pretty that if you do prefer, you know, you don't like matte lipstick, you prefer like the luminous, you know, satin type of finish, I would recommend the other one that they have, because it's the same shade, it's just a different finish. So I have 3 items, and then after that we're gonna get to the perfume. So again, as I mentioned, I do have a lip liner. It's not really a lip liner, but I usually use eyeliners as lip liners. I'm pretty sure a lot of people do that, because I really do like the browns that they have for eyeliners. So I have this by Sephora, and it says colorful matte waterproof, and their eyeliners, like it's matte. Like, it won't go anywhere, okay? They have a lot of shades, like a lot of pretty shades, but I went with the, what's the name of this shade? This is the dark brown matte 24. That's what's on my lips, all over my lips, and then I went over it with the taupe color from Merit. I love this. Like, it is so creamy. So, you know, I mean, it is a eyeliner, so it has to be creamy. So you like, it's a really great product if you do want to use it for what it's intended for, which is on your eyes. It's creamy, it glides perfectly, and it is matte, because I did try it on me and it doesn't go anywhere. I just don't really do a lot of like eyeliner type of looks, but I do appreciate it for what it's intended for. But I did buy it for, you know, as a lip liner, and I guess if I'm feeling like it, days when I actually feel like putting in that work, I'll use it as an eyeliner. But yeah, definitely recommend, and I believe it's like $14 or something like that. And then next product is also by Merit. This is their mascara. I have that on today as well. And again, I did do a video on the items that I was gifted from Merit, so if you want to hear my thoughts on them. But I did mention I love this mascara. I love the bristle. I don't know if y'all can see it, but yeah. So I love the bristle, because I do have very short, tiny, curly, short eyelashes, and I don't like when bristles are like, you know, have a lot going on and they're super big, because it gets all over my skin, because I don't have that, my eyelashes are not that long, you know. This gets them together and it doesn't clump them. I cannot stand when bristles literally clumps my eyelashes and then it just look a hot mess. This does not do that. I really like how my eyelashes look with them, because I am a mascara type of girl. I do wear falsies, you know, I do wear fake eyelashes, But sometimes I'm not in the mood, you know, like sometimes I'm just not in the mood to put one on, especially when I have nails on. I'm not in the mood, you know, like especially since I don't do it as often, it takes me longer than somebody that do it every single day. So I am definitely big when it comes to mascaras, and I really like this. And again, I do have it on today. I definitely recommend. Okay, next item. I believe I did share this with you guys in the last Sephora VIB recommendations, but I'm sharing it again. This is the Patrick Ta Monochrome Moment She's a Seductive Blush. I have it on today, and I do like this blush because it doesn't do a lot. You know, there's days where, because blush usually is the first thing to go when you have makeup on, especially, you know, where right now, you know, some of us are still wearing masks, you know, when you're going out and stuff like that. So your blush definitely is gonna be the first thing to go. So there's days where I do want a blush that's in your face, but there's some days I just want something that's subtle, that's not doing too much. I just realized I did not put highlighter on recently. I just haven't been into highlighters like I used to be, so I don't have one to recommend, but I do have a good amount of highlighters. I just not realize I don't have one on. But anywho, last makeup product is gonna be by Sephora. This is their matte bronzer. This is in the shade Ibiza. I also have Mykonos, but Ibiza is the darkest shade. Basically everything I've shared with you guys, most of them I use so you guys can see how they look. People sleep on the Sephora collection products, and you shouldn't. I didn't recommend the foundation because I did recommend it in the last VIB sale that recommendation that I did. But that foundation is amazing. It's literally like your best skin ever. The name is not just a name. It's not just a marketing stunt. They really mean what they're talking about. A lot of products I've tried from Sephora hits, okay? They could compete with the high-end items that they sell in the store. They can compete with, you know, the drugstore items, because I know some people go to the drugstore because they don't want to spend so much on the high end, but the Sephora collection can compete with those too. They have some really great products, and this bronzer right here is one of them. And then last thing we're gonna talk about is fragrance. I'm gonna also link my last recent Sephora Favorites Best of Vanilla set video that I did, because I recommend those sets. Whenever they come out with them, I recommend them. And right now is the best time to get it because you are able to save on top of the already discounted price the set is. So I will recommend that video. All those perfumes I mentioned, I recommend them. You know, I went on more details about them, so I recommend all of those perfumes. And if you watch my channel, you know your girl love her some fragrance. I love my high-end fragrance. I love my celebrity fragrance. I love fragrance just in general, okay? Because I love to smell good. Like, who don't like to smell good? So like, me saying that is also saying I can't really recommend all the perfumes that I like, because this video would just be too long as it already is. So first thing I'm gonna recommend, but again, I recommend all the fragrances I did on the last video, but just to keep it, you know, short, of course, I'm gonna recommend Replica. This is the Maison Margiela Replica by the Fireplace. I recommend all of them because they smell amazing, okay? Just amazing. But this is by the Fireplace. I love the way they smell. Again, if you want to know more about it, you could watch that video. Love it, love it, love it, love it. Again, like I mentioned, this is not a safe blind buy, so I definitely recommend for you to smell it first before just purchasing it. But this is a unisex smell. It's amazing. It's lovely. This is a beautiful perfume. Again, I recommend the whole line because I don't think they could do anything wrong. Just amazing. But yeah, so that's that. And then this is one of my newest, well, yeah, this one's one of my newest perfume. This is, I did also get this during the Sephora private sale, during the Sephora President's Day sale. I don't think this was 50%. No, it wasn't 50% off, but it was a really good discount. That's why I even shopped the sale. So this one is the Goddess Alien, I think that's the name. I'm pretty sure you guys are familiar with this bottle and the shape. I really like this perfume. It smells really nice. You know, it has that warm floral. It smells really good. You know, this is something that is, it's not offensive. You could wear it day, night, like, you know, and right now is the best time to get it because it is currently, you know, depending on your tier, you could get a really nice discount on it. Again, this is Goddess Alien, I think that's the name, but I recommend. It's a really nice warm floral scent. It's a beautiful smell. And then the last one I'm gonna recommend, I just recently purchased. Oh, also I do recommend the Sephora sets, not the Sephora Favorites that I just recommend, but they usually have like sets, you know, when it comes to holidays, like Valentine's Day, Mother's Day, stuff like that. They usually have like perfume sets. So definitely look into that as well if you are interested. That's where I purchased this one. And the most recent video I did on my Sephora Favorites, I talk about this perfume, so I'm not gonna, you know, give a whole spiel, but if you know, you know. This smells so good. Beautiful perfume. So again, all three of them, you can't go wrong, but this one I do recommend to try it before you buy. Don't blind buy, because this is not for everyone. I think it's a beautiful, beautiful perfume, but I've come across some people that don't really care for it. You know, it's not their cup of tea, you know, which is fine. So definitely try before you buy. But these two, I think these two would be, you know, good blind buys because, you know, they're warm floral. They're beautiful. All three of them are beautiful. I can't choose, okay? I can't choose. But that's pretty much everything. Yeah, that's everything. I really hope this video is not too long because I really didn't want it to be too long, but I think it is, so I apologize if it is too long. But I hope my recommendations are somewhat helpful if you are interested in purchasing anything during the Sephora VIB sale. And thank you so much, you guys, for coming back to my channel and watching another one. You guys know I definitely appreciate it, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.